Hi, I'm Danielle, and welcome to You Are Here. Um, I've been going through some of my old art. I have this hard drive that has basically everything I've created since I was 16 up until now. And there's gaps in between that, times where I wasn't my best self, or times I was very uninspired. And yeah, but again, I've been looking at this art and feeling very inspired to repurpose it. I I'm not the strongest graphic designer in the world. I used to take pictures of things and collage them together. Collage work has always been my most fulfilling work that I've ever created. I'm very hard on myself. Anytime I created something, I'd be like, I'd like it in that moment, and then I'd look at it too long and I'm like, this isn't good. But yeah, my collage work, I've always been very, very proud of it. And I used to actually take magazines, cut them up, and put them on top of other images and try to give something new life. I was always very inspired by like 50s to 70s aesthetic fashion magazines. I love the look of that time and the vintage aspect to it. So a lot of my work is kind of created under that guise, as well as making like fake band posters and fake movie posters, things like that. The reason I've been thinking of repurposing it is because recently, or last year, I went through a dark time. I rebuilt myself to being the me I am today, a more authentic me, a me that's more connected to my inner child, as you can see here. And I'm wearing a Goofy movie t-shirt right now, but even just wearing anything that isn't all black is a big switch up in my wardrobe, because I just used to wear all dark colors, and now I'm all about like yellows and purples and things like that. But you know, I went through my dark time, and I had a spiritual awakening, or spiritual realization. I woke up to the patterns I was repeating in my life. I woke up to the fact that I have always felt a certain way about things like supernatural things, or just the unexplainable things I always thought I was afraid of. I realized that I was very connected to this. Like, I grew up raised by TV. I love film. And after this awakening, I started realizing, man, these films and TV shows that I really gravitated towards and loved and go back and watch on repeat are about connection. Like, August Rush is about connection. It's about connection through music, but it's also very spiritual. It's about your soul's connection to other people, and just he's using it to find his family, right? He's using his love for music to find his family. And then you have like Sense8. Sense8 is literally about a collective of people who are embodied in one another and living in completely separate corners of the earth, and can visit each other in their heads and things like that. Like, it's amazing to me. I always love stuff like that. And then going back to when I used to write scripts about two people with a very strong, deep connection that lasted through lifetimes and time travel. And I wrote another story about someone who had died in an accident, and his family could still see him after he died, in which he didn't realize he had died. And he was wondering why all these things weren't working out and such. But it's about connection. It's about spirituality. It's about the other side. It's about other realms. Like, I was always intrigued by these things. I was watching it on repeat. I was writing it. I was creating it in my art. I created You Are Here, I think, when I was like 21 years old. And it was about my love for people and wanting to help people, wanting to help people feel seen. I realized that has always been a big core part of myself and who I am. Ever since I was a child, I always wanted to just help people. Anything that I thought of and like what I wanted to be when I was older, aside from my fixation with basketball, I ultimately just wanted to do anything that could help people. And I used to want to be a therapist, like things like that. I wanted to be helpful and useful and help people heal. And it's crazy to have wanted to do that even as a child, and to grow up and end up becoming all these things that I wanted to help people with. I went through a very long period of my life. The majority of my life, I never loved or respected myself. And it showed in the choices that I made. And I tried to drown it away. Sorry about that. I got a little distracted and I don't fully remember what I was talking about. But yes. Let's just go with this. I have spent 18 to 19 years of my life as a functioning alcoholic, and it just really hurt and derailed me for a very long time. And yeah, I was looking at this post on Instagram from artist, and he was showcasing the story about somebody, I believe, named Jamie Livingston. And for 18 years of his life, he took a picture every single day up until he died at the age of 41 of cancer. And the person showcasing this story at the end wrote a very sweet message saying, you know, a reminder to love people while they are here, and tell the people that you love them every single day. And I just started crying. Another thing that hit hard for me personally was thinking about my brother, and when he passed away, my family members and I realized that we didn't have a lot of pictures of him, especially as an adult. A lot of the pictures that we ended up using for his service were from when he was a child and a teenager, and it just made a lot of us more focused on taking pictures whenever we're all together. And especially after seeing the page that Jamie's loved ones created for him on Instagram, showcasing every single Polaroid photo that he took every single day for 18 years. I think it's just very beautiful. And yeah, I'm getting choked up just talking about it again. But I just wanted to make sure I added that in here. I think a lot of people can relate to going through something similar to what I did and getting on the other side of it and wishing that you had always been this person that you have become now, so that you wouldn't have lost things back then. And I know there's a lot of things and people that I've lost that I know are very much for the best, but the very few in my life I wish I still had close to me so that I could say I love you. You know, the me now really just wishes that I could have always been this, so I didn't have to lose so greatly. But that just really hit me, and it inspired me to go through with this and recording this and doing this project. I've gotten a lot of signs lately to do that, and that's just been something that's very big to me ever since I woke up to the world, the universe. I get all kinds of signs that I realize, a lot of self-hate and lack of self-love kept me from seeing and kept me from my intuition and listening to myself and sticking to my gut. So I am going to start this process of repurposing my art and continuing to find my way in all the things that I created for myself that have been heavily relevant in the now. Like I said, You Are Here, I created that when I was 21, and now it's the name of my YouTube channel. It is everything. It's everything that I've always felt inside. Recognition of myself, of others in all corners of the world. We are here. We are together. We are a collective. We should all be helping each other. And I have so many thoughts and ideas in my head of how to put that all together. And one day I'm sure that I will. But until then, I'm going to navigate being true to my authentic self and finding a way to heal through my art, the art that I created in the past that I didn't give myself a chance on, that I was too harsh on myself about, the art that my inner child created and loved. I'm going to repurpose it and give it a new home. There's been so many things I've been looking at and I'm just like, man, that's so relevant to now. But yeah, I will be going on from here and sharing my process of going through my art and picking what I want to repurpose. And I have some iron-on transfers and blank t-shirts that I'm probably going to be putting these designs on, which is another thing I will be healing through, because I used to do this so much back in the day and I would run into so many errors and issues. And ultimately, I don't think it was a sign to stop. I think it was a test to see how much I could be pushed before I just give up, because I would do that all the time. And yeah, so this is the project for now. All the other things I used to do on here have kind of, I don't know, I've lost inspiration with, especially the more that the veil is down and seeing past the things that used to, I don't know, inspire me. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And don't forget, you are the magic. Nothing happens overnight. And go out for a walk. Embrace your inner child. Do something that makes your inner child feel fulfilled and happy. All right. I'll catch you next time.